Nearly 1 billion people are facing challenges like extreme poverty, displacement and war. If the current trends persist, nearly 60% of the world's poor will live in these fragile and conflict-affected states by 2030. Helping these people and these countries is a focus for the IMF and a big topic at these meetings. Dier Tong is the Minister of Finance and Economic Planning in South Sudan. So obviously so many countries coming here, Dier, with their unique concerns. But can you paint a picture for me? Take me to South Sudan. I'm sure many people have never been. What are the challenges on the ground? What are you seeing?
Thank you very much, Amanda. I'm very pleased to be here. South Sudan is the newest country in the world, getting its independence in 2011 after a long protracted years of war since 1955. So in effect, South Sudan is trying to rebuild its pieces together. The long civil war has destroyed all the infrastructure, all the service delivery, all this time. But now, as a country, we are doing our best. We are doing a massive economic reform to create a conducive environment whereby private sector can come in, whereby investors can come, and also the government is trying to refocus the scarce resources that we have to make sure that that focus into service delivery.
Can you tell me about day-to-day life? What are the big challenges on people's minds?
Well, as I said, because of these long protracted years of conflict, people are coming back from refuge. They are trying to rebuild their lives. They are trying to get the basic rights. But it is.
So it's things like housing, jobs, just trying to have that family security and stability.
Yes. But of course, South Sudan, like many other countries that we call the countries that are coming out from fragility and conflicts, are suffering the same fate. The G7 plus, for example, countries, which are a group of about 20 countries in the Pacific, Africa, Asia, and the Caribbean, are facing the same fate. But we have come together now, grouped together, so that we are able to learn from our stories and see how we can rebuild our countries.
And the IMF has this new strategy to help fragile and conflict-affected states, FCS states, and the recently approved $114.8 billion. What impact is that support from the IMF having on the ground?
Well, I think the IMF strategy on the fragile countries is timely. And in fact, it is an intervention in order to address the challenges that these countries are facing. Coming to South Sudan in particular, we have benefited a lot from the IMF in terms of allocation that have been given to South Sudan, and also in terms of capacity building that is tailored, for us to reform our economies, put credible macroeconomic policies in place. And for me, the importance of that is that it links really the importance of a credible macroeconomic structure with the peace, because without strong economic policies, it will also be difficult even to sustain peace and to maintain peace.
Okay, Dier Tong, Minister of Finance and Economic Planning in South Sudan. Good luck with the rest of the week. Thank you for joining us on IMF Today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.